Guys, Miss Alicia, spiritual wellness mindset coach. I help people who struggle with forgiveness and the negative impact of starting over. I'm not a doctor, I'm a life coach. Today's message is coming from the Old Testament, 1 Samuel chapter 18, verses 1 through 9. And it's entitled, It Was Good Until It Wasn't. Have you ever had someone want to hang out with you because you were confident? Have you ever had someone compete against you and you didn't know that you were competing? Have you ever had someone be jealous of you because their friends now are interested in hanging out with you? Well, I'm talking about King Saul and David today. King Saul was used to getting recognition all the time. And then you know David, little old David. David who was a sheep herder. David who could take down a lion and a bear. David who took off the head of Goliath, the Philistine. That David. But before I get into the message, I have a few definitions for you. The first definition is the word rank. Rank is a position in hierarchy in the armed forces. And the next word is credit. Credit is, as we know, when you get a credit card and you get an advancement, right? But then credit also can be to publicly acknowledge someone as a participant in the production. And lastly, the word sing. Sing is to make a musical sound with your voice, a chant, to perform. Now, this story is about King Saul. Actually, you could go back to chapter 17, and this is when Saul first finds out about David. This is when Goliath was trying to punk the Israelites, and David heard him talking crazy, and David was like, I'll take him out. And everybody's looking at David like, oh, David, there you go, running your mouth again. You know, you only supposed to be over here to bring us some food and to give word back to Dad. But David didn't like what he heard. A lot of people didn't believe in David. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way he looked, that's the problem with people these days. You know how they say, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that's definitely what they did about David. They misjudged him. But David was a child of the Most High God. He was special. He was anointed. He was favored by God. And God allowed David to take down Goliath. Okay. So now, when David proved that, hey, I can do this. I could take him down. Saul, the king, was like, okay, all right, I believe you. Okay, here. Put my stuff on. So he tried to put on certain armor on David, and David was all weighed down, and David like, I can't move with all this stuff. Like, this ain't how I do it. I could take him down, but this right here, this is going to get me messed up. So he was like, no, I got to do it my way. Okay. So it says that David just took a staff and he went and got 5 smooth rocks from the stream and put it in his little pouch. Isn't that something? When God can allow you to do something, you can pull from anywhere and get the job done. So in chapter 18, basically it's saying that after David had took the head of Goliath, Saul had been looking like, wow, okay, who boy is this? And they like, that's Jesse's son. He was like, you know what, Abner, go get him. Go get him. So Abner goes to get David. And it says that Saul wanted to keep David close to him. And Saul had a son named Jonathan, and Jonathan took a liking to him too. And he wanted to share a lot of his things. He was giving David a lot of his personal things, like a coat and a sword. He was giving him all kinds of things. Let him know, I really like you. We cool like that. They even had made a patent with each other to be best buddies until the end, and if I ever have kids and I'm not around and you are, take care of mine. And me, I'll do the same to your kid. Okay? So that's the kind of bond that they had. But mind you, so Saul had put David up in rank in his armed forces because he liked the way he moved, Any assignment that Saul would put David on, he conquered it above and beyond. But it says there was one time when David had came back from fighting, and all the people was in an uproar, and they was singing and chanting, and they was talking about Saul killed thousands, but David, he killed tens of thousands. Saul heard that. He's like, what? Wait a minute now. Because again, Saul likes to get all the recognition. And when he started hearing that his people was chatting more for David than him, he felt some kind of way. Said he started turning on David and got that little evil eye on him and started hating him, wanting to take him out. Why am I telling you this story? What does forgiveness have to do with us, Miss Alicia? Well, if you are Saul, meaning you act like Saul, you understand? You're used to getting recognition. You got people that back you, people that constantly compliment you. And all of a sudden, now you got somebody else around you. And you notice that they paying more attention to your friend now instead of you. And you start taking out your anger or being mean to this person. Ask God to forgive you for how you're treating that person. You must remember, you were the one that wanted this person around. You brought this person around because you like the way they get down. You like their confidence. You saw that they were successful and that they exceeded in the things that they did. Ask God to forgive you for being jealous-hearted. Okay? And if you are David, you know what I'm saying? You're nice. You're confident. You're a prayerful person. Remember to be careful when you are doing great things. Don't be gullible and naive to not think that people who once liked you, who once appreciated you, that they can't turn on you. Okay? Remember, it was good until it wasn't. I want you to think about that today. The word rank, credit, sing. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.